Hey guys, we got some news here. We got some big Joker news here. So here's the news. We got some news that Martin Scorsese will be doing a Joker origin story. Now let's get into this. There's so much details to this. It's not good news type thing, and not in my opinion. So if we go down here, there's an article here from Deadline talking about how DC is doing a Joker origin story without Jared Leto, with Martin Scorsese. Now, they're also doing it with Todd Phillips and Scott Silvers. Now, Martin Scorsese is only on board to produce the movie. They talk about here how Todd Phillips is to co-write the script with Scott Silver. Todd Phillips, I think he did Hangover, and Scott Phillips did the 8 Mile, something like that. And Martin Scorsese is to produce it. Now, for me, when I see the word produce, I see, to me, that's like, I just see it as like, okay, they just want to pay him so that he can have his name on there, so they can put his name in big and bold in the trailer, and that's it. End of story. They just want to pay him to put his name in the trailer. End of story. That's the way I see it. So I really don't see the fact that he's producing it mean anything, anything at all. I can't think of any movie out there that's like, oh, if it wasn't produced by this person, it wouldn't be the way it is. It wouldn't be that awesome movie. I think it's just. There's so much out there. I mean, there are producers, people who are specific producers. Then it works out. Things have to work out like that. Like you got people like Kevin Smith, like Kevin Feige, who are producers. All they do is produce. They're a good one. He's done good stuff. So but he has some bad ones too. But I mean, by having a director like this and having him produce is not the same as having him direct the movie. That is not the same whatsoever, in my opinion. So it's definitely going to be cool to see. They talk about how they want to have different actors playing the iconic roles. Who knows what this means? They talk about a bunch of stuff here. And they want an origin story that isn't a part of any iteration. So, outside of the DCU, disconnected from Suicide Squad, disconnected from Batman v Superman and Justice League and Wonder Woman, all this stuff coming out. Things were just getting good with Wonder Woman, and now things go to complicate stuff with this. So, it is really confusing, this entire article. Jared Leto does say that Jared Leto will be returning for Suicide Squad, the sequel, and Harley Quinn spinoff, which I thought that already got the name, Gotham City Sirens or anything like that. But oh well, I guess they're still using the name Harley Quinn spinoff. So it's gonna be interesting to see where things go with that and who they get for this. They talk about how. And the film will launch without Jared Leto, the different actor, possibly younger, which could be interesting, maybe. But I mean. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, Jared Leto, I feel like Jared Leto didn't have enough time to shine whatsoever in Suicide Squad, so I just want to see more of his Joker before we move on to another Joker, for God's sakes. And then they talk about how the film is supposed to set in the 1980s and in the 80s, but it's not. Won't feel like a Gotham City movie, but feel more like a Martin Scorsese 80s movie type thing. Which to me is just like. Then get Martin Scorsese to direct it. Who cares about Todd Phillips and this other guy? Get Martin Scorsese to do it. Pay him all the stuff. I mean, I don't see. To me, I hate the idea of having Martin Scorsese just produce. Just get him to direct the whole movie. I think directors like this shouldn't be being producers. Once you're a director, be a director. Then end of story. Don't produce. Just direct and stuff like that. And have him. Every movie you produce, you direct at the same time. End of stuff. That's the way I want to see it. I don't want Martin Scorsese to just produce this. I want him to actually direct, write everything, freaking everything but star in the movie type thing. So I don't know. It just doesn't. It just seems very silly for me to have why have him just produce it? I mean, it means nothing. I don't know. It's just a very complicated article, very confusing, and I was watching different people reporting on this and stuff, and all kinds of different things about how, Jared Leto's not going to be in it and stuff. So it's just, it just sounds like a mess, this movie. Sounds very confusing as why they would want to have two different actors for it. What if this actor is better than Jared Leto? Do you go with a newer actor and no longer do Jared Leto? Does Jared Leto want to continue playing the Joker? Who knows? I think at this point we'd have to wait and see if someone will just interview him and ask him, do you want to continue as the Joker, and see how that goes. I don't know. It was kind of weird to see how things go with that. Definitely sounds interesting, this movie, but at the same time, it's like the Joker origin story. A lot of people like the idea of the Joker, how you don't know his origin. You know, in The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger, he kept on giving different origins. There was no concrete origin. He doesn't have an origin. You know, the closest thing to an origin is the Killing Joke and stuff like that. But even that's very, you know, you can take it any way you want. It's very different. There's no direct way with that type of thing. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with this. This could be, it sounds like a train wreck to me. But at the same time, could be interesting. But it's like Martin Scorsese. If Martin Scorsese was directing the whole thing, then I'd have a whole different opinion on this, whole different take on this. That would change everything. So if all of a sudden they come out and say, yeah, no, Todd Phillips is just writing it, and you know Martin Scorsese is going to direct it type of thing, then it'll change everything for me. So I think that could be really good. So who knows what's going to happen with this? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below. And who else would you like to see play the Joker? And do you want Martin Scorsese to just produce, or should he stick to just directing? That's what I want him to see. I want him to direct and produce everything. Why just produce? And I don't know, it's just going to be silly to see what happens with this. So let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below. Do you want a Joker origin? And who else would you want to see play? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.